We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seats.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second down, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Black 58 rail.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Down to the 25. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready, flag 22.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Green, trouble C. Green, trouble C.
They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him out right. Fighting to stay upright. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
That boy's got 4 down. Ready, blue lady. 53, check 53. Squeeze, double up. Check. Check out.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go now. Hey, base, hey. 5-0, okay?
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready, blue way. Green, triple C.
Winston now from the 50. Airing this one out for... That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Left.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready? White 25.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5. And it'll be second down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a second down throw for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going deep for Moncrief. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
The give is to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. But Kelly, they try to punch it in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll toss it to Hunt, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
They couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down. 550. Easy. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Down right around the 25. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mahomes to throw once more. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A toss play to Hunt. Shoots, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? Black 22. Follow.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Ready? Black 22. Black 25.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucks, they make amends for their win.
Go.